Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Halty Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halty Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. The halo effect is a cognitive bias defined by Wikipedia as a tendency for a person's positive or negative traits to spill over from one personality area to another and others' perceptions of them. Investors often presume those who are good at pitching and are passionate are also good at running a business. This often leads to investments in startups that are missing key success factors. To overcome the halo effect, investors should be aware of it and look for evidence that the founder can run the business. Investors should have specific criteria for making an investment and should assess the startup for that criteria. Investors need to have an accurate understanding of the startup's strengths and weaknesses, as the investor may need to step in and help fill any gaps. Keeping in mind the cognitive bias will help the investors overcome it and focus on the core aspects of the startup. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Halty Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.